Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. You're looking at the 636 Condor, the Stage 100 reward tank for the War Heroes season. So this is a Yugoslavian tank, which is Red Nation, Eastern Alliance. What we're going to do is we're going to load this dude up and take it out for a spin, or spins, with myself and Brownie and see what we can do. We're going to run twin Condors. But I've got to set this up and get all the equipment and what have you in position before we can do that. So I'm going to do that for you here, show you what I'm going to put on there so that you can consider doing the same thing yourself or do something different if that's what floats your boat. So the first thing we need to do, though, is please leave a like for this video. This will help spread the word to people so they can have the chance to utilize this information to their advantage. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing because you'll get daily notifications of my, on average, 2 or more videos per day. And of course, it's totally free. So now we've taken care of the drudgery, let's go kick some butt, shall we? Welcome to the Condor. What do we have? Now, I always like to look at this gun first to see, because this is our main thing. You don't have a good gun, you don't have jack. .29 is sniper grade accuracy from the get-go. What this will mean for you is that you could use a commander that doesn't need the aim skill. So you can save on the skill part immediately. I'm going to take another look here on the armor viewer. Just out of curiosity, because this one is pretty good. It's better than a lot of the other armors that I've seen that are mostly blue and lilac. So this one has some light green, which is pretty nice. So now that we did that, we'll forget this upgrade. This is a premium tank. So first thing I do, always take the old enhanced targeting, get rid of it, because it's worth exactly what they pay you for, nothing. Now, in World War II, I replaced those with advanced optics, but here it's not really necessary. Well, I don't know. It's okay, I guess. What we're going to do, though, first thing, this is a medium tank. Oops, sorry. All right, here we go. Let's get to the first slot. Medium tank, my first item is always advanced armor. This dude costs 850 grand, worth every penny. You buy it once, you use it forever, and this dude will save 5% of your life. Trust me, this works, and I'll tell you, when you're playing and you get down to, in this case, the hit points in this tank are what, 1600-ish? I don't know. What is the hit points on this jerk? Beats the heck out of me. Oh, 2 grand. You get under 200 points on this tank, your armor has kept you alive. It's just that simple. That's the advanced armor working. Basically, it'll make you either 1 or in some cases 2 shots more for survival before you're destroyed. Now, what's the reload? The reload is 6 seconds. That's decent. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. What's our speed? Speed is 45. We need to be faster for sure. Medium tank. I hope it's good. For sure, we're going to add this to drop. That'll knock it up to 50. I said it'll knock it up to 50. 49, close enough. We can always go to the engine, click on there, and see that it's 49.5, 50, right? Whatever. All right, equipment. We're doing this now. We could make the reload shorter and the gun more accurate by adding a fan. Camo is not great either. Probably. I haven't looked actually. Camo rating is 386. That's horrendous. So I'm thinking this dude, we're going to go. The one good thing about a camo is it's cheap. So you spend 100 grand. If you don't like it, you get 50 back. Close enough. So what is that? 386. That should be about 350. 339. Okay, that's less terrible. But we're going to shove a commander in here, and we're going to add camo to the commander. Well, one of the things we can do is we don't have to have an aiming skill, which is huge. Let me see. Do you want to be fast? What is our reload time? Our reload time is 6. What is our aiming time? 2 seconds. That's not bad. It's okay. All right, now let's go here. Always put rations on your tank, because look at the reload time. Reload time was 6. It's going to go down to 5.4. Oh, sorry, 5.75. My bad. The reload time and, well, the aiming of the gun will increase. Watch, it'll increase slightly from 2.29 to 0.28. That's fantastic. Now we can get the similar effect with a fan. So I'm going to go with the fan. It'll make our reload time less. And now the reload time is 5.64. Not great, but it's solid. Go to the bullets. What do we have down here? First thing on this premium, switch it to silver. For sure, about 30 of those. What is this? Penetration is 45. That ain't good. 301, 223. I don't even want that regular chump ammo. This thing is a 65. This is a 65% silver bonus tank. Look at this. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Look down here. Silver bonus 165, which means that is 65% bonus over the standard, which is 100%. So that means you're going to make a fortune in this tank. You can afford to use all premiums to have less bouncing. Secret of the pros. You get a 10% commander bonus, which is nice and pretty standard for Cold War tanks. All right, here's the rule. It was very funny. We're having a discussion about this, and Brownie was in the party, and I said, look, Brownie knows the rule. What's the rule for medium tanks for repairs? He goes, hey, medium or heavy, frontline fighter, you use gold every time. Brownie and his multiple tier 8 heavy tanks as MVPs in tier 10 matches. He knows two things like the back of his hand. Number 1, advanced armor. And number 2, gold repair. So you can always take a chance on the crew. I had some extra. I don't know. I'm going to go gold medicine just in case they try to give me the shaft. All right, so that's gold medicine and gold repair. So if they multiply hammer guys, we're okay. We've got this all set up now. I'm using straight premium because on these kind of tanks, I do that anyway. You're going to make a fortune. Oh, your bad game will be 70,000. Yeah, I can handle that, okay? You're not going to lose money. Now, let's go take a look at this appearance and see if we got anything good. Aha, there is a skin. Jackpot. Balkan Pine. Is that any good? Dang, that actually looks pretty good. 3 grand, you jerks. Now, I'm not a 3 grand skin guy, all right? I bought a bunch of skins for half price during the sale. This one looks good. Now, this is a free tank. So, if this tank performs well and we want to have this skin, it would be worth 3 grand. Only because the whole tank would have cost us 3 grand in gold, which is a total bargain, realistically. So, tomato. All right, so they're going to get you on the skin. Well, if the tank performs as well as I anticipate that the armor tells me that it will, should be no problem. But this looks fantastic, wouldn't you agree? It's the kind I like. You know, great details, a little, imperfect as it should be, because your camo is supposed to look like it can blend in and be not doesn't stand out. You don't want to have this smooth whatever. So it looks really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and we're going to get a game and or two or three or whatever. So it will be many, many minutes for me before I return, but seconds for you. And I'll be back momentarily. Yes, yes, yes. I heard the cries. You forgot the commander, stupid. You forgot the commander. Yeah, I know. So I went over here to get this guy. Let's shove him in here. Vehicle assignment. Where's my Condor, you jerk? There it is. So let's shove this guy. He's a 2-star commander, so that'll be fine. So now let me go here. See how this affected everything. Gun accuracy 0.24. Very, very good. Reload time 4.99. So we went from 6 to 5. That's fantastic. You can't complain, right? So damage per minute on this is 3368. That's good. We are in business, people. So again, now this time it's for real. It'll take me many minutes to get this done, but for you, only seconds. Hang in there. Well, I was going to show you one of the games that we played in this tank, but I really don't want to insult you with what you'd have to look at. You can make up your own mind. If you have picked up the season, when you complete stage 100, you can outfit this tank yourself, play it, and see if you agree or disagree with what I'm going to tell you. This is the worst premium tank I've ever played. It speaks for itself. As another guy said, that new players got the T95E3 tank for free, but this tank, essentially for the price of the season of 2,000 gold, you get a worse tank, and I mean a substantially worse tank. The T95E3 is a good tank. So what happened for me was I had the first game, it was terrible. I thought, well, okay, maybe it was something I did. I'll try again. Terrible. All right, it's already looking like it ain't me. I said, okay, let me try another one. But maybe I need to add an iron mace, which I did, because the shots would not penetrate. That was the problem. So I played a third game. Trash. Although, gotta admit, it did double my penetration. Okay, I thought one more time, this is it. Better show me something. It showed me that it was the worst premium tank I've ever played. Period. End of story. You can agree or disagree, it doesn't matter to me. Now I'll tell you, in game 1, I went back and looked at the stats. Penetration's 1. Game 2, penetration's 0. Game 3, penetration's 2. Told you it doubled my previous high of 1. Game 4, penetration's 1. So, speaks for itself. It wasn't me. So, you do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, I rate this as the worst premium tank I've ever played. And there's some pretty bad premium tanks, but they at least have some potential usage. So, that's all. Nothing more. I don't want to waste your time with looking at this again. If you have bought the season, you'll see for yourself. I suggest you don't play a lot of games in this tank because it's going to destroy your record. You're going to lose games like nobody's business. I only did 4 because I was trying to get a good game potentially for the review. The first one was rancid. The second one was even more rancid than the first, and I would have quit there and said no. But I stuck it out for 2 more just to make sure I wasn't doing a disservice to people who wanted to see this review. You don't want to see this tank. Do as you will. I can't imagine a worse fate. But after you play this tank, I'm just going to leave this little thought. This just might be the way of the future. You couldn't pay me to buy any of the tanks that they make after this because this thing is that bad. Enjoy!